I almost brought in a plate of cookies from City Bites for this afternoon.
Okay.
So why didn't you?
Do we have
Lisa.
people?
We have a weekend to do something.
The best cookies.
They do have good cookies.
Oh,
Okay.
Those peanut butters with the chocolate drizzle.
that's
So-
the lemon's good too.
Did you go around the room and show
Yes,
that we're
I
all
did.
here?
Yes, we're all here.
Oh, you're recording.
So, picture yourself sitting at home one night, and you're looking at just plain white walls, plain tan carpet. You have no pictures hanging on the walls, and you probably have stains in your carpet. Now think to yourself and realize that you cannot change any of this. You can't fix anything. One, because you're renting. Yes. Renting has its downsides. Renting a house has always been a very good financial investment in the past because you're saving money. Utilities are cheaper. Sometimes they're free depending on how your landlord could be. You don't have to worry about any of the maintenance. If anything goes wrong, you just call up the landlord, you call up the office, they'll come fix it any time of night. You got a water leak, call the maintenance guy, he'll knock on your door, there he is. Hopefully, depending on what apartment you're in. If not, you may be a couple days later. If you're living in an apartment, you don't even have to mow the grass, take care of the yard, water the flowers. That's all taken care of for you. But why rent? Because in today's market, you can buy a house now just as cheap as you could rent a house. According to the New York Times, David Leonard wrote last week that in the ultra-expensive Beverly Hills neighborhoods, you can now buy a $1 million condo and pay a monthly mortgage of about $6,000, where the typical rent for an equivalent condo is over $7,500. So you can buy versus rent. But there are also tax benefits to owning a home. You can get capital gain deductions for your property. You can get the deductions on your loan interest. Your home's also going to build interest, or not interest, but you're going to grow your equity over time. And also, currently, the government is doing the tax credit for new home buyers within a certain income range. So this is something that's been very effective at getting people out of the rental and into your homes. MSNBC reported that as of the middle of February, since the 1st of January to the middle of February, nearly 1.8 million households have taken advantage of this tax credit. So the tax credit is supposed to end tonight at midnight, which they'll have the statistics out for that, but 1.8 million people within a month and a half is a very high number for people to get out of the rentals. One of the disadvantages to renting that would hopefully push people out of renting and buying is you're going to have multiple neighbors in an apartment building. You're going to have a next door neighbor, an upstairs neighbor, a behind neighbor. How many times you've woken up in the night, if you live in an apartment, to people partying, dogs barking, people walking on the floor, stamping around, or even if your neighbor upstairs has a leak in the water heater that drips below and ruins your property. Other concerns is safety. When you're living in a rental, you have all these multiple people around you. Your neighbor could be frying up dinner and get a grease fire and burn down the whole building, and you're stuck with that if you don't have renter's insurance. According to the National Fire Protection Association, in 2008, there were nearly 96,000 apartment fires, and 390 of those were fatal. So, that's one of the benefits of being in your own home, is you don't have that safety concern of the neighbors around you. Many of the other reasons of owning your own home is it's a better choice. Having your own home gives you greater freedom to express yourself in the way you can paint your walls, decorate your house. You're the designer, you're the decorator. You can make the choices to paint over the white walls, add some color. You can make the choice of what family pictures you put on the wall. If you want your mother-in-law up there, great. If not, just keep her down to the corner. And no one can limit your creativeness on that. Your neighbors might not like it, though, if you paint your house crimson or orange, depending on what team you like. But like the chart shows, basically the rental rates compared to homeowner rates have changed dramatically. In markets such as Dallas, Fort Worth, Oklahoma City, it's cheaper to own a house now than it is to rent. Whereas, Hawaii and New York and stuff, it is dramatically cheaper to rent. So, but definitely in Oklahoma City and a Dallas, Fort Worth market, owning a house is a lot more cost effective now than it is to rent. So, basically I urge everybody, buy a house. Get out of underneath the rental. One, buying a house is going to help the economy. And that's what we want to do, is keep the economy going and grow. Thank you.
Your last speech.
Yes.
I think I should go buy another
You did it. I'm all
Very good.
inspired. I know.
house next to me.